digital convection oven that is available for the very first time in colors. Now, you know that KitchenAid customers are true to their color, and we've got a really marvelous version of their countertop oven. Now, remember, this one is digital, so it's incredibly accurate. You're also going to enjoy 4 distinctive color choices. This is the stainless steel, which has been very, very popular when we've had it on before. But today we're introducing 3 brand new colors. Never had them before. Cobalt blue. How you doing, cobalt blue? This is the traditional KitchenAid cobalt blue. Remember, when KitchenAid does colors, they all match. They're all part. If we name it a color at KitchenAid, when I say we, I mean them, they mean it. All right, so here it is in cobalt. Here it is in gloss cinnamon, our #1 most popular color in KitchenAid on QVC. And then finally, majestic yellow. But majestic yellow is the most limited. You will get the round pan, or what I call the pizza pan. You'll also get the cooking rack. And we're going to show you just how easy it is to work with this oven. I'll also let you know it is customer top rated. And the lady that makes it come to life for us is Laura Weathers. Come over here and say hello. Hello, my darling.
Nice to be with you.
Always a pleasure to see you. And this is a really fantastic day because you, I know, love these ovens.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold myself.
I know it. She's about to spin out of her shoes. But I will tell you also, we're even more excited because now they're in color.
Yes, isn't that great? So a great little pop of color in your kitchen. It's about the same footprint as a cookie sheet, a regular sized cookie sheet. But David, I love this oven because I use this oven every day. I use it more than I use my stand mixer.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I love it.
We won't tell anybody.
Okay, don't tell.
Okay.
But also, one of the reasons that I love it is because it saves me all kinds of energy. You know, I live in the South, so I don't want to heat a great big kitchen. You know, we're all getting warmer weather now, hopefully soon.
Except for the folks in upstate New York.
Also, that interior is a smaller footprint than my larger oven, so I don't have to heat as big a space and yet can get my food done. But also, it's going to save me time because at my house, this is cutting my preheating time from my large oven to about 1/3 of what that big oven heats at. Now, the other reason I love this oven is because it's got 9 different cooking modes that allow me to change that temperature or to set that oven so that I get perfect results. Also, there's 5 different elements, heating elements in this oven that will cycle on and off, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But think of it like this. How about a quick appetizer made in 13 minutes?
Oh my goodness, is that made with popping fresh dough?
It's made with the puff pastry dough.
Oh, the puff pastry dough,
Puff pastry dough and tomato and a little feta cheese and some spices and herbs. Be great for cocktail hour. But then how about these pork chops that I made here? 13 minutes. Right in the oven here.
Oh my goodness, and look how deep this oven is.
Yeah.
It is also going to give you a convection button so you can actually press the convection button and speed up your cooking time because there's a fan in there that moves the warm air around. You've also got a timer here, and best of all, it all shuts itself off when it's through, when the timer is exhausted.
Right.
So take advantage of this. I do want to update you on colors because one of them is very limited. In fact, we have this for you in stainless. We have it for you in the cobalt blue. This is the gloss cinnamon, but if you want this majestic yellow, I have fewer than 250 to go around. It is the most limited. It is brand new today in yellow, brand new today in gloss cinnamon, and brand new today in cobalt blue. That yellow is also the most popular. I think a lot of people are saying, you know what, Mother Nature might have had other plans this weekend, but we're thinking spring.
Well, yes, and I also think that there's so many neutral kitchens nowadays that I think people want to spark it up with just a little bit of color.
Well,
there,
of course, and you know what, that yellow is cheerful, and that's marvelous. Okay, what do you have in here, my dear?
All right, so we want you to understand that this is a nice sized cavity. This is a whole chicken, and we're going to actually do the marinade in a little while when I do that hand mixer. But look at how beautifully browned that chicken is. And let me tell you that the secret to that chicken is right here in this button over here on the oven. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in these scones. These were already baked, but let me just show you how easily they will fit in. By the way, the rack has 3 different positions, just like in your regular large oven, and you would use that just like you do in your regular large oven. Middle of the oven is where you're gonna do most of your baking. You're gonna do your broiling up at the topper part, and then for your large items, you're gonna use that bottom layer. So, how you like that sound there, David?
Sounds like a fine automobile door closing. But look at these different presets on the oven itself. Now, first of all, it's digital, so everything is going to be easy to read. The numbers are nice and big. But if you want to do that chicken or a pot roast perfectly, you want to go to this setting called Asado Roast.
All right, so that's where I've got it right here, David. I've set it on Asado Roast, and as you said, look at how large that setting is, and it's preset for 450 degrees.
I can read these numbers. It's
I know.
fantastic.
I can be across the kitchen and look over and see where the oven is, right? And where it's cooking. You also see a little 1 up here, and then you see this 10 minutes. Now that's the preset, but of course, if I wanted to change that temperature and how long I want it to cook on that higher temperature, I can do that. I can also change that 450 degrees. And then with this button down here, see how it says and so now here's the preset for the second stage of this cooking.
So let's back up and just say, with the Asado Roast, the number 1 indicates that it will cook or sear at a higher temperature for a shorter amount of time. Then you set your second temperature because then it will automatically reset itself to a lower temperature and cook for a longer time. So you get the sear, then you get the complete cooking.
Right. Now, am I only going to use that for a roast? Am I only going to use it for roasting chicken? Well, no. When I made these scones, I set it at a high temperature at first because at first I want it to cook at a high temperature to create steam as the butter melts, and that's what's going to make that beautiful flakiness. Or if I made a pie, David, I would use a higher, and then I want it to cook.
That browning on the crust?
And to set the pie, and then I want to cook it at a lower temperature so it cooks all the way through.
Well, we've got beautiful colors for you, and as I mentioned, the reason this is already customer top rated is because we have featured the stainless steel before, but the colors are all brand new today. So everyone's loving the oven itself, and we've got it in stainless steel. I also have it in cobalt blue, which is down below. In the middle, our most favorite KitchenAid color on QVC is gloss cinnamon, and then finally, I have it in majestic yellow. But if you want that majestic yellow, I have fewer than 150 to go around in majestic yellow. You will get the pan, you will get the rack, everything that you need. But Laura, one of the things I love about this, there's very little margin for error.
Yes.
Because there are presets on this oven. The numbers are super big, and foodies, you know we love those bigger numbers because as our eyes get a little older, it's nice to have the numbers be bigger. And you'll love that it's got a built-in timer that shuts the oven off when it's finished.
Right. So let me just show you again. It's got your regular functions that you're used to on your regular wall oven, and then it has those specialty functions that David was speaking about. So right now I have this set on, say, the pizza setting, even though I do have a large 3-quart casserole, so it will fit those larger casseroles. But the great thing to know is that when I cooked the pizza that's right down there, that's a ham and asparagus pizza, what happens is that there's 5 heating elements inside this oven, and by just pressing the pizza button, the oven will automatically turn on and off different heating elements at the different stages of cooking, and then at the very end it turns on the topmost 5th element and crisps up the crust.
Isn't it amazing?
Automatically, just with a press of a button.
And remember, this oven is the brand we've known, loved, and trusted since 1919. This is KitchenAid. Now, you'll also notice that our oven today is on 5 easy payments. Do you know how many easy pays it could be if you use your Q card? 6. You can add an easy pay to this if you want to. So if you're using your Q card today, 5 easy payments become 6. So this is an opportunity for you to use that Q card and get an extra easy pay on your brand new gorgeous KitchenAid oven. And there couldn't be a better time, Laura, than right now to be thinking about this oven, because we're just getting into warmer weather months. You're wanting to give that stove or wall oven a break. You know the kitchen's going to be super hot if you fire up that big oven. Imagine using the smaller oven. You keep the temperature more manageable. You get all the great results that you would in your big oven, but in a countertop oven that takes up no more room than the footprint of a cookie sheet. So you're looking at something phenomenal. And Laura, come with me real quickly with colors.
Okay.
Because these are beautiful. First time ever in cobalt blue. First time ever in gloss cinnamon. I've got it for you in stainless, but if you want this majestic yellow, I have 120 of them left to go around. And when those are gone, we'll say goodbye to the majestic yellow until we can get a reorder. Utilize that Q card and you can put this on not 5-pay, but 6-pay, and it's K43100. You're coming back later to hand mix with me.
I certainly am.
Mwah. Thank you, darling.
I'll see you then.
I have something I'm supposed to read, yes?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, all about recipes. We're kicking off a new month-long theme, salads. So